It's a heavyweight bout this afternoon at the Al McGuire Center. The number 11 Marquette Golden Eagles squaring off against the number 17 Baylor Bears. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm Dan Abington, alongside Shane Hogan, presenting this top 25 matchup between Marquette and Baylor live on Marquette Radio. Shane, boy, will this one be exciting.
Dan, who needs week one of NFL football when we've got a top 25 matchup right here in the Al? It's going to be a great crowd. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm pumped. We're looking forward to it, and we're going to see some top-notch volleyball today.
So this is technically the number 11 versus 17 matchup, but since the polls haven't come out yet, or they won't come out until tomorrow, this is more of an 8-9 matchup. Both teams coming off a big win against Wisconsin earlier this week, both undefeated teams. So now we'll get into a little bit of breaking down both squads. Marquette Golden Eagles enter this matchup undefeated at 5-0. A huge week, wins over number 9 BYU, number 4 Wisconsin, and now a matchup against number 17. This year, Marquette's led by a slew of important players. I mean, where do we even start? There's Allie Barber, second-team All-American, senior setter and captain Lauren Speckman, junior libero Martha Konavadov, also a reigning All-American, Hope Wirch, KJ Lyons, Ellie Kuntz, Katie Shesso. There's a lot of talent on this Marquette team, Shane.
Dan, they're loaded, but it all starts with Allie Barber. She is an undeniable force up there at the outside. She's been great all season long to start off. And like you said, they're deep, they're loaded, they're talented, and most importantly, they are confident. They're playing their best volleyball right now. They've got another great opportunity to take on a ranked opponent here at home. Everything you want on a Sunday afternoon.
Meanwhile, the Baylor Bears, also undefeated, also ranked in the top 25, also coming off a big win over Wisconsin. They're led by outside hitter Yosiana Presley and middle blocker Shelly Stafford. They're two returning All-Americans. Setter Hannah Locken was an All-American a few years ago but was injured last season. And Kara McGee is a freshman middle who's the number 6 recruit in her class. So Shane, not an easy matchup by any stretch.
No, Baylor is coming in confident as well. They also defeated the Badgers in Madison this past week. They're off to a great start. They're looking for their first back-to-back ranked wins on the road. That would be the first in program history. And again, loaded with talent. They're deep as well. This is going to be a great, great matchup today.
So the starters today for both squads, for Baylor, number 5, Shelly Stafford, number 10, Marika Vandermark, number 14, Hannah Locken, number 17, Kara McGee, number 22, Yosiana Presley, and number 32, Chanel Bramschreiber. And at libero, number 1, Tara Wolf. For the Marquette Golden Eagles, at setter, number 5, Lauren Speckman. At outside hitter, number 8, Hope Wirch. At outside hitter, number 9, KJ Lyons. Also an outside hitter, number 10, Allie Barber. And the two middle blockers, number 18, Gwyn Jones, and number 23, Elizabeth Orff. And then the libero for the Golden Eagles, number 7, Martha Konavadov. So Shane, couple keys to the game. You want to present some for us?
I'd love to, Dan. It starts with the middle play from both teams. Orff and Jones for Marquette have a big test against Shelly Stafford, one of the more talented middles in the country. So that's a big key to watch. They're going to try to get Stafford going early, and Orff and Jones have to be ready for the task. No Jenna Rosenthal to be locking down the middle anymore for the Golden Eagles, so those two have got to be ready to step up. The highlight matchup today, Barber versus Presley on the outsides. Two of the most talented players, the most talented on each side. That'll be a fun matchup. For Marquette, they got to use the free balls. When Baylor gets out of rhythm, they're vulnerable. You can use it. Konavadov does a great job setting up Speckman to Barber. Boom. That's all she wrote. And again, Martha Konavadov might be the most underrated player on this Marquette team. She's the constant force. She's an outstanding libero, and without her, I don't think they have the same engine that they do. So it's going to be a great time. I think we're really going to see some good volleyball here tonight. Marquette's coming off a great week, like you said in the opening, Dan. That dramatic 5-set win against their rivals, the first time they've ever defeated Wisconsin. Saved a few match points in the third set there. So this is going to be a fun one, and you can just see the vibes in this building right now. They're confident, and they feel like they can beat anyone.
The entire men's lacrosse team in Section 117, so they're sure to bring definitely some energy into the building.
We know that they like this building a lot, Dan. They always got some creativity going. They're sitting across from the band. The band was outstanding last night in that game against Syracuse, so there's a good energy here. Again, I mean, it's not like there's football going on. The Packers already played. That's all these people care about.
This is the most important game in the region right now.
Yeah, Cubs-Brewers later. Just started, but, you know, Brewers probably won't make the playoffs. That's another conversation for another time.
So Marquette wearing their championship blues. Konovadoff in the white for Baylor. They're in the grays today.
Baylor's always got that funky uniform. You know, they always got some good colors going on.
They've got their names on the back, which
you don't
normally see in volleyball.
You don't, but it helps guys like me and you out.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to turn it
down.
Of course not. How do you feel about the thunderclap in the Al as opposed to before a basketball game? I almost said football.
I mean, I like it, but it was pretty lackluster today. They kind of cut it off. They accidentally turned on some Sway Lee, and that really did not help matters.
I'd love to know the amount of listeners that know who Sway Lee is, Dan. Here we go.
Baylor serves it up, and we're underway at the Al. Speckman setting it up to Barber right away. Baylor gets the block, and they go right to their number one, Presley. Barber digs it out. Wirch goes long. Baylor takes the first point.
Dan, that's a play we're going to see Marquette use a lot tonight. They're going to go, when Hope Wirch is in that back row, they're going to go to the pipe, get her going, try to get over the block. She's really good at that shot. Not easy to pull off.
Bramschreiber serves one up. Wirch digs it out. Speckman to Barber. Allie Barber puts one long again. That one looked like it was good, but
just a little long. She tried the little backdoor attack there from the right side, not where she's usually at. Tried to catch the blockers off guard there.
Bramschreiber serves. KJ Line's going to get her first swing.
It was tight.
Barber gets a chance. That one also goes out. Marquette unable to find the floor so far.
Looked like KJ Lines hit the net on her attack there, but got away with it. Point Baylor regardless. How about this start for Baylor?
Huge. Konovadoff digs out the serve. Barber had to hurry. Speckman sets one up. Barber once again blocked. Vandermark puts one right down. 4-0 Baylor.
All over it, and Coach Tice is going to use a timeout, and they just got punched in the mouth to start this opening set.
Not the start you want, that's for sure.
No, they were all over it. Marquette has not gotten in rhythm on offense at all. Serve receive questionable, couldn't get the ball to Speckman to set up Barber on anything clean. And for a good team like Baylor, they thrive in those situations.
4 attack errors against Allie Barber.
You don't see that often. Sometimes she doesn't even have 4 errors in a whole match, Dan. She's got 4 and 4 points for Baylor to start.
It looks like Speckman keeps trying to set up Barber, and I mean, you can understand why, but
yeah,
you're going to need to vary your options.
Well, you're going to see a pattern on both sides. The setters for Baylor, they use 2 just like Marquette uses 2. When both teams are out of rhythm and they're kind of scrambling, they're going for Barber and they're going for Presley on Baylor's side. Get it to your best hitter and let them do what they do best. Obviously, you want a clean attack. You want a clean in-rhythm shot, but that's not always the case. So when Baylor goes out of rhythm especially, the ball's going to go to Presley 9 times out of 10, and she hits cross way more than she'll try to hit line. You know Marquette knows that, doing a little scouting.
So we resume.
There it is.
Barber got a nice try, but it was dug out by Wolf. But a bad pass. Baylor couldn't handle it.
See what happens when you get a nice serve-receive pass to your setter, set it up for your best hitter, and go to work. They got it up, but couldn't do anything with it.
So KJ Lines serves one. Wolf digs, lock and sets. Boom. Marquette block. Orphan Barber right on top of that one.
I said they got to be up for the challenge with Stafford in the middle. Orf ate that one up. Great job.
Might not be the best hitter, but boy, can she block.
Yes, that's right.
Lock and sets Presley. Whew, that was a lot of power on that one.
Right through the block there. They got to close that gap a little bit off the hands of Hope Wirch. Just got to get there a little sooner.
So 5-2. Baylor leads Marquette. Stafford serves. Knobadov, Speckman, Barber again. Nice tip shot. Presley was able to get the pancake, but
I tell you what, McGee and the rest of these blockers, they are up and ready to go. Barber had to use that crafty little tip. Credit to her, but Baylor's not afraid to go for the blocks here. Orff just hit one about 4 feet long on a serve. Can't have that in what's going to be a tight set.
She's done that so many times.
They had a lot of service errors yesterday, Dan, against Syracuse.
And Orff tries to serve aggressively. She didn't serve at all last season. And so far this year, I guess we've understood why.
Well, you don't really see middle serve that often, or at least the better server of the two will get in there. And that was Jenna last year, Jenna Rosenthal. So you got to make the adjustments, though.
Marquette going back to Barber. Off the block. Presley tried to dive onto it, but couldn't get it up.
Barber's feeling good now, starting to get a little warmed up. She's going back to serve, so she'll be in the back row. And again, when the setter's up for Marquette, Speckman's up with Wirch and Gwen Jones, this is a crucial time for Marquette to hold a few points. Vulnerable rotation here for the Golden Eagles because Presley's still up, and that's what happens.
She smacked that one down. You can understand why she's an All-American simply by watching one of her swings.
Exactly. But that's feasting time for any good hitter when your setter's up there with two undersized blockers. But now, same situation for Baylor. Presley's back to serve. We'll see if Marquette can take advantage.
The other night against Wisconsin, Barber had something like 6 or 7 straight serves.
Yeah.
So we know that she's capable of serving well, and that rotation can do something for the Golden Eagles, but it's not always going to be prosperous.
And that's a crucial time for Marquette. Presley just served that from the back wall. That was something.
Marquette returns it. Knobadov, big dig.
Could have been going out, but Baylor played it.
Rose dives on the ground.
Wirch.
Hope Wirch. Beautiful play. Great dive by Sarah Rose to set it up.
Allie Barber's going to get the attention, but man, Hope Wirch can smoke the ball. Evidence there. Wow.
Marquette has some hitters that really can get a whole lot of arm on their ball.
Yeah, they can. A little velo action.
Locken sets one up.
And play a little defense there too, Hope.
Uses the tape to her advantage.
Doing it all.
It's like she intended for that one.
Yeah, that's what she'll say. But, I mean, how about a kill, a good serve, a great dig, another kill, back to serve. I mean, Hope Wirch doing it all here in the last few seconds.
Jack of all trades, 6 rotation player, Hope Wirch.
She's really a key for Marquette. If they're going to continue to have a great run, get back to the Sweet 16 like they did last year.
Lyons gets her first couple swings. First was blocked, other one dug out. Milana dug by Knobadov. Rose sets up Lyons again, blocked. Kara McGee was right on top of that.
Only a freshman is McGee out of San Antonio, Texas. Shout out Daniel Macias. But man, she is just an outstanding blocker. Up every time with the Marquette attack.
15 blocks this season. Kuntz, the lefty, went wide.
Sailed out. It was a quick set. She didn't really get all of it.
A lot of times she seems to struggle with getting a whole lot.
Gotta hit the ball at the highest part there, Dan. It's tougher for a lefty on that side.
Lyons also sends one long. Baylor leads 10-6.
They're just Marquette attack trying a little too hard right now. They got to simplify things, go cross, hit the big targets, and try to get your offense back in rhythm because too many errors piling up here.
7 attack errors for the Golden Eagles.
That's great work from Rose. Looking for the touch.
Jones.
Yeah, they're going to challenge this one.
Yeah, Jones definitely thought she got a touch right away.
Tice is looking for the card, but he doesn't even have it. The Marquette lacrosse team wants the challenge, and Tice will do just that. Jones called for the touch, like you said, Dan, right away. Looked like it.
Immediately, you can see the whole team just.
Yeah.
So 11-6 currently. Not sure if the point's going to stand. Baylor on a scoring run, 4-0 now. Likely to end up being 3-0, but Marquette not looking great so far on the attack.
No,
Shane.
they just got to clean it up. Just trying to hit the ball a little too hard. Once you get in rhythm, once you get a few going, then start swinging away. But, I mean, if you're handing this team 3 points, they're too good. They're going to take advantage of it. You can't just hand them points. And that goes with anything. Service errors, lifts, whatever you want. But, I mean, too many hitting errors for as good of an attack that Marquette has.
I mean, Baylor only has 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, they're just giving them to him. 7 points.
2 kills, 9 total attacks. Marquette is hitting negative 158 right now.
Yeah, Dan, that's not good.
No, yeah. Not what you want.
No, I mean, this is a team that, I mean, just Allie Barber, Hope Wirch, KJ Lyons, so much talent. They got to be able to put the ball. I mean, they're just trying to maybe trying to hit a little too deep, and the point will stand. Baylor gets the point. I don't know about that one, Dan.
Questionable call. Tice is speaking to the ref. Is it a ref in volleyball?
Dan, it's a ref.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Make sure I had my terminology down properly.
And look at that.
Service error.
Long delay, freezes up the server. Here we go. Martha Kanavanov to serve. I love what she does on a serve right here. She's all the way in the corner and will go cross. A weird angle from the opposing side. Whoa.
Great decision by Locken right there.
Locken, the spike dump. Dan, back in my day, I tried to do that. I couldn't get off the floor very much, so I had to use that little play right there. You can't do it every time. Get a little sneaky, especially when the setter's in the front row. Boom. It's a great play by Locken. Heads up.
Line's going to get another swing.
Too deep. They're just, too deep. You got to go a little shorter.
Lines has not been able to find anything so far. When she's been taking her bigger swings,
She's going to come out, too.
they've been blocked, or they've been going long or wide. So now Hannah Vandenberg coming in.
Yeah, she's got to just take a breather for a little here, Lines. Get her composure. Marquette's got to try to level the storm here. Good swing by Kuntz.
Baylor able to put one just underneath the hands of Martha Kanavanov. 14-7 now the score. Man, Marquette is struggling in all facets right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, they just weren't ready. It doesn't look like they came out ready for what Baylor was bringing. I mean, Dan, we were both here yesterday for the Syracuse game. The talent level's night and day. I mean, Syracuse played hard, tested Marquette a little in that second set, but, I mean, this is a top 20 team for a reason, and they're coming out firing, absolutely firing.
Wirch couldn't handle the serve, and all of a sudden, Marquette down 15-7 here in the first set. But, Shane, it actually has been a bit of a trend for the Golden Eagles against higher level teams that they have gone down. Against BYU, they lost the first set and then went on to win the next 3.
Yeah.
Against Wisconsin, they lost the first 2 sets, won the next 3. Syracuse yesterday was a completely different story.
It was.
They won the first set really easily, but
Dan, I'll tell you what, that is not a trend you want to continue.
Absolutely not.
It says a lot about this team. They're resilient. They persevere through tough times, losing a first set. I mean, they saved match points against Wisconsin, but, you want to get back to the Sweet 16. You want to be a top 10 team. You got to take the first set. You feel so much more comfortable when you do. Tice already using 2 timeouts, trying to just calm his team down a little bit. And again, they're stuck in a rotation now. These few rotations where Allie Barber is not in the front row, not even in the game right now. So you got Kuntz, Orff, and your setter Sarah Rose up at the top. That's tough. You got to be able to find some points. Got to get crafty. Look for a Hope Wirch back row attack here from Marquette. If they can get a clean serve. There we go.
Vandenberg able to dig it out. Kuntz swings. Baylor returns. Vandenberg gets her first swing.
There it is.
Wirch backline attack like Shane was advertising, but went long.
She didn't get a good piece of that one. Came off her hand, a little too much spin.
Marquette just very out of rhythm thus far. They can't gain any momentum.
When you got Speckman, Barber lines all on the bench, it's going to be tough.
Orff got stuffed at the net, but Marquette keeps it up.
There it is.
Vandenberg able to get one off the hands and finally win a point for the Golden Eagles.
And that's all because of number 7, Martha Konovatov. What a great dig with her right forearm, keeps it up, gets a good swing in rhythm. And here we go, Speckman, Barber both back in. Horn just went off, that's not a good sign.
That was really weird. Not sure if that rattled anybody, but Marquette.
No, Tice is rattled. He's looking at the table right now, saying, guys, how's that happening?
Marquette lost the point.
But you can't let that stuff
No, absolutely.
screw you up.
Serve goes out by Baylor, 17-9.
All right, you got to use that now. You got to use that serve.
Vandenberg, the freshman,
You got
back to serve.
You got Wirch and Barber both in the front row. It's time to go to town with some attack.
Konovatov brings one up. Barber couldn't find the floor. Presley, big swing.
Look at that play.
Woo. Vandenberg and Konovatov kept that up.
Beautiful.
Presley tries to tip one over. Speckman gets it up. Barber gets another swing.
A little too low for her to take the swing there. Had a tip. Konovatov is playing lights out defense. That one goes out.
Great dig, but Barber couldn't get to it. 18-9. Marquette half the score of Baylor.
They got to get going. I mean, this set's going to get away from them pretty quick here if they don't go on a run.
Wirch swings. Brought up. Chesso dig. Barber another one. There it is. She put one off the hand of somebody in the back row, and it looked like that one might have gone out if they didn't get a hand on it. But
yeah, but it's coming at you so fast. You got to make a decision. Lickety split.
They have a split second. Orff serves.
There it is. Locking. Look at that. She's got great hands.
Oh, man. Presley. My God.
I mean, she is. There's a reason why, Dan. There's a reason why post-game yesterday after Syracuse, Coach Tice, we talked to him. He said, hey, we got to be ready for Presley. She is outstanding, and we're all seeing why. Ooh, near a foot fault there for Baylor. Off the hands. Yeah, looking for the touch. Jones, nice play there.
Wasn't the best set.
No.
And she just kind of had to push one off the hands.
Little swipe action there. That's heads-up volleyball. Got to get this crowd going a little bit.
Barber serves. Locken sets up Presley. Oh, my God.
What an up from Barber, though. Playing right back after her serve. I mean, that comes right at you. Presley just drilled one. Got it up, but
I don't know how she got her hands on that.
I don't know. That's what happens when you're a Big East Player of the Year.
Right place, right time.
Presley's back to serve now. See if Marquette can use it. I mean, I have never seen someone serve so deep before. That's something.
Jones gets one off the block. 20-12.
Tell you what, Gwen Jones, impressive right now. Playing a really solid middle. Not the tallest middle you'll see out there, but gets up, uses her long arms.
You can tell she's been playing for a while.
Yeah, experience.
Mature player.
Oh, someone's in the net. Yeah, that's Vandenberg.
freshman mistake.
Can't have that when you're trying to mount a comeback.
No.
A few points away from the set for Baylor. Marquette is going to have to regroup, absolutely throw this one out. Nothing good out of it, really.
No timeouts for the Golden Eagles.
See if they can get some momentum going into the second set, though, regardless if they win or lose.
Rose set up Jones. Once again, put it off the hands.
Yeah, it's just good play. I mean, you see the big blocking hands right in your face when you're going up. The silly thing to do is take a full swing and hit into it. It's going to come back into your face. Swipe it off the hands. Take the point.
Konovatov serves. Locken sets up. Shelly Stafford, haven't heard her name all that much, but she pounds that one directly into a Marquette player.
Whew. Kuntz felt the wrath of Shelly Stafford.
Number 14, Hannah Locken serves. Vandenberg,
yeah.
Rose, Orff, dug out by Baylor.
Could have got a double on that one. Got away with it.
Vandenberg off the tape.
Use it.
22-14. And now Speckman and Barber back in it. Let's see if Marquette can go on a run.
They got to get going now.
They really need a run, that's for sure.
Let's see, Speckman. See what she's got.
She always serves aggressively. Leads to a decent amount of errors, but.
Going hard and low. Here's Presley back row.
Oh, man. Did that one split the block? I couldn't really tell.
You don't get too up against that right off the block, yeah. Orff wasn't up quick enough, but didn't have any help either from either wing. Presley's going to just drill it every time.
23-14. Presley up to 5 kills, hitting .455.
Short serve.
Speckman sets up Vandenberg.
There it is.
To Barber.
Barber's got to crack that one.
Just off. Presley can't get all of it. Vandenberg off the block. 24-14, set point.
Wow. I mean, Baylor can't play much better than this either.
No, not at all.
So if you're Marquette, you're thinking that, all right, there's no way they get any better than what we got. But, wow, what a statement to come into the Allen.
Barber went cross, but it's an attack error.
Tried to go short angle there. It was a low set.
Baylor takes the first set, 25-14. Whew. Not what Marquette wanted in any way.
No, Dan, I mean, that's just a punch right to the gut. I mean, we talked about the confidence. We talked about the good vibes. And man, oh man, Baylor comes in here like they own the place.
I mean, what specifically did you note from Baylor there that led to them absolutely crushing the number 11 team?
You didn't get anything from your best two hitters if you're Marquette. Lyons was all out of whack there. I mean, we saw her yesterday put some hammers down, but I mean, I don't know. She just was completely out of rhythm. So if you're not facing any big attack on defense, I mean, Baylor's going to go to town with that. And they did. Credit to them.
Vandenberg had to step in for Lyons, and she didn't do great, but she didn't do that badly.
No, but I mean, it's not what you're looking for. Is the crowd is just absolutely amused by a push-up contest we got going on the floor.
Looked like that one was between a Marquette lacrosse player and a soldier.
He did well.
Yeah. Both did very well.
That looked like Marquette versus Baylor in the first set there. Baylor comes out showing off their guns. Marquette kind of just up for the challenge. But all right, let's go. You got to throw that set away. That's why you play 5, Dan.
So looking at the stats from that first set, for Baylor, Presley had 5 kills, Stafford had 4, Locken had 1, the setter. Baylor had a combined 360 in the frame, 9 assists for Locken, 6 digs from Presley. For the Golden Eagles, Barber, 4 kills, Jones with 3, Wirtz and Vandenberg each 2. Speckman had 5 assists, 4 from Sarah Rose. Marquette as a team combined to hit .026.
Well, I mean, you look at the one number that stands out, and it's a negative number. 4 for 14 with 5 errors from Allie Barber. I guarantee you she comes out this second set and says, look, that's not me. I'm going to go hammer some balls right on that 10-foot line and try to get Marquette. Because if she doesn't, this one could be over, Dan.
12 attack errors from Marquette. 12.
That's half a set. I mean, all you got to do is get 13 more points from your own attack. If you're Baylor, I mean, you handed them half the set. Unacceptable.
Marquette gave them 13 points between attack errors and service errors.
I mean, you're never going to win a set if that's the case.
You can't do that. I mean, of course, Baylor's block had a good deal to do with that.
Yeah.
But so Marquette has to regroup. Speckman back to serve. Speckman, Wirtz, Konovadoff, Barber, Lines, Orff.
You got to just throw that one completely out.
Shelly Stafford got an easy one.
Yeah.
Nobody was in the middle.
I mean, I could have done that, Dan. No one up. All you got to do is just pound it right down. She even hit the tape.
I can't even jump to the net, and I could have gotten that one.
Oh, I'd love to see that.
Barber gets a swing.
There it is.
Blocked out. 1-1.
Who cares if it wasn't a, straight, clean kill on the 10-foot line? They hit it out. You hit it hard into the block. They weren't ready for it. Use it. Get your percentage going. Here's a player that they got to get going, though, Dan. KJ Lines.
Yep. Line served. Barber had an awkward set given to her, but she was able to do whatever she could.
I tell you what, I mean, Speckman and Rose both have to be a little bit better here. They're not giving Barber very clean looks at the outside. They're pushing her either way off or way in tight. That's an uncomfortable feeling if you're an outside hitter. That ball's out.
It was
got a little touch.
Yep. Tipped by the Marquette block. So Presley gets the point. 6 kills for Yossiana Presley.
She's electric, Dan.
She is so good,
What
Shane.
an athlete.
She gets up, and she puts a whole lot into those swings.
Here we go.
Speckman sets up Wirtz, and that's a point every time.
No block up for Wirtz. Go to town. Hit it as hard as you can when there's no block. Boom. I mean, that's just good stuff right there. Wirtz she's been good for them. They got to keep her consistently on the attack. All right, here's a free ball coming. They got to use this one. Oh, right to the middle. That's just not what you want. I tell you what, Baylor does a great job there. They're flying all over the place. They got to free ball it over, and they put it deep into the arms of Elizabeth Orff, a middle in the back row. I mean, if you can do anything with a free ball, that's exactly how you execute it if you're Baylor. That's well done.
Barber gets another chance.
There it is.
Wolf couldn't get it up. 4-3, Marquette has the advantage.
Trying to get, it's unfortunate how she rotates out, but she's starting to seem a little more confident there. Her approach looks a little cleaner as well. When she's got time in a clean set, it's unstoppable.
Locken tries to put one over, but Konovadoff was there. Wirtz gets blocked.
But again, though, it comes with the set. I mean, Wirtz is falling away trying to hit a cross, real short angle.
With 2 blockers in her face.
Good blockers up there are going to see that. Her body is, squared to us. That's never going to be a good situation.
Kuntz swings. Milana can't bring it back up. Back and forth set so far here. Looks like Wirtz is back to serve. Wirtz sends it long and wide.
Yeah, that was a bomb. Here's the rotation, though. If Marquette's going to get going, this is where number 9, KJ Lyons, has got to be at her best.
And something really important for Baylor is Presley never leaves the floor.
No, she doesn't. I mean, that's when your best player doesn't have to come off.
Lyons put one directly into the hands of 2 Baylor blockers.
Tell you what, Marika Vandermark.
Hyped up.
Goodness. Out of the Netherlands, her home country. I mean, she just was all over that block. There was no window. Nice.
Jones was able to...
Look where Presley puts that ball.
How did she do
that's
that?
Outstanding.
Lyons sent one way wide on the cross. 7-5.
She's got 0 kills, 5 errors, Dan.
Man.
That is, I mean, she's been their most consistent player, really, outside of Barber. She just got blocked again. She's going right into the blockers. She's coming out, too. Tice has seen enough of that.
Shane, we were talking yesterday about how great she looked and how we thought that she deserved to be at a top 5 school.
Right.
As opposed to Pacific last year, but I guess we can see why.
Well, I mean, she's 6 foot going against Vandermark, who's 6'6", but you got to try something different.
That's what I mean.
I mean, try a roll shot. Get them out of rhythm. Try to throw it off the hands like we've seen Gwen Jones do a few times today. You pound it into 4 hands up there, you know, it's never going to work out unless you get a funky hop off of the hand or something like that.
Rose able to get her hands on it.
Great up.
Net violation against Baylor, so Marquette gets back-to-back points, 8-7. The point before, Jones got one off a block. Neglected to mention that. My apologies.
It's all right, Dan. It's a fast-paced game. We're all moving.
Stafford slams one down.
Hey, she doesn't get a ton of chances like Presley does, but man, I mean, second-team All-American last year for a reason.
And Locken is putting them perfectly.
Yeah. Stafford, 2-time defending record breaker for Baylor in the single-season hitting percentage. She broke her own record last year. She's up over at almost 40%. Really good stuff there from their best middle. She just blocked another one, too.
Kuntz sent one right into the hands of Stafford. 10-7.
You know, I'm interested to see if Tice starts to really mess with these rotations and find a way to keep Barber on the court longer, because without her, they are just eating up the Marquette attack.
Good move by Orff to just put one up, and Baylor couldn't handle it.
It seems like Baylor handles the heavy, hard balls from the pin better than they do with, you know, the short tips and the dumps and the off-the-hand stuff. So Marquette should try to do a little bit more of that, get them out of their defensive rhythm.
Stafford once again gets a big swing.
Yeah, she is starting to heat up, man. Wow.
Baylor has a 2-headed monster.
Yeah.
In Presley and Stafford.
And then you got McGee and Vandermark blocking everything left and right up there. I mean, they're getting touches on everything.
Barber able to get one off the block. Shesso checks in. Some back line.
Come here, get a good, nice serve. Baylor hasn't really been out of rhythm a whole lot. And that's where I think they get pretty vulnerable. I can't say that word today, Dan. That was out.
Yeah, McGee missed that one. 11-10. Even though this one has looked like it's all Baylor in this set, Marquette's down 1.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, you're right here. We've already moved on from that first set. Right here, good position. There's a free point.
Shesso with a nice serve. Is that considered an ace since they didn't get it back over?
It is not considered an ace, but you can look at it the same way. You're getting a free point off your serve.
I wasn't sure what the stipulations were for an ace.
When it's unreturnable.
Presley put one off the left hand of Orff, and it went out of bounds. 12-11 Bears. Marquette was on a 3-point run.
Yeah, they kind of leveled it a little bit there. That was a good job by the Golden Eagles. Let's see if they can side out, get serve back, get Barber going.
Brea Hunt serves.
It's up. Good work there.
Shesso always seems to make plays like that.
Good. Look what happens when you can touch the ball. Barber, got to put it down here.
Wolf digs it out, though. Presley gets a swing. Shesso brings it up.
Man, Marquette's playing some elite defense right now.
Kanavanov had no chance.
No. No blockers up. Tell you what, it is not a fun sight as a libero sitting back, knowing that ball's coming, and there's no blocks up. You can just see the ball the whole way eat you up.
Coming right at you.
Yeah.
Barber.
There it is.
Able to use the block to her advantage.
Speckman's best set to Barber so far there. Nice and clean, no rotation. Good amount off the net, not too tight. Barber's gonna hammer those ones just about every time.
Presley gets a swing. Couldn't get all of it, though.
A little too far off the net.
Barber had to go way back, and it was just immediately put down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough spot to put your middle Gwen Jones in, too. You try to cover there, and coming right at you. Hard to react that quickly.
14-12, Baylor up.
But this is a really crucial stretch right now for Marquette. It might not seem like it, but they're right here, and they got to try to get this set because they go down 2-0.
That's a good way to start. Hope Wirch puts one down, able to exploit Presley.
She's been their most consistent hitter so far today. Got to use it. She's got an electric right arm. An
Electric.
Absolutely, Dan.
Love to hear it, Shane.
Yeah, she is just. She does not hold back whatsoever.
Locken sets up Milana.
Get back there.
Shesso,
good hustle.
Good hustle, but couldn't get to it in time. Gia Milana.
That'll get you.
Yeah.
From Maryland, transferred here. Playing in 2 big conferences, Big Ten, Big East. Good player.
Big East.
Oh, sorry. Marquette's in the Big East. She's in the Big 12 now. Big 10, Big 12, Big East.
Kuntz able to get the point off the touch. Vandenberg returns to the floor. She's seeing good minutes for a freshman.
Yeah. Not making mistakes. You got to try to make a contribution as well. Can't just be a body out there. Not when you're losing. Oh, look at this. That's good stuff.
Stafford gets blocked. Milana.
Touch.
Kanavanov gets it over.
She was under the entire net. I don't know how they don't call that. I mean, Kanavanov's whole body went under the net, but must have kept just enough for the ref to not. I mean, look at where she's wiping. She's wiping up her sweat marks on the other side of the court. So they must thought she kept enough on the Marquette side. Sometimes get away with it, but that one looked obvious. It was a good rally, though, for both sides.
Very good defense by Marquette. Jones able to put one just barely in a spot where Wolf couldn't properly get to it.
Look, it's 15-16, Marquette's down. This is really a big time for them to try to even things up here. Stay with them right now because Baylor's starting to, not hit it as consistently. The kills aren't racking up as much as they were in that first set.
Marquette's defense has been
better. A little cleaner. Getting more touches on the block just like they did there. That one went out, unfortunately, but they're getting hands up. When you can get a touch, I mean, you're giving yourself a chance. You're giving your back row a chance to get things going.
It slows it down at least a little bit.
Absolutely. Set up your offense. It's just a domino. one thing leads to another.
Wirch, Rose, Vandenberg.
Pass, set, hit, clean, all the way around. When you got the serve received to your setter, clean set to your hitter. I mean, every single time. And we talked about Hope Wirch already today. She has been their best player this afternoon. That is good stuff from Marquette. And now you got your reinforcements in, and Speckman and Barber. This is the place to go on a run here for Marquette.
Why can't it be that easy every time, Shane?
Well, it's not an easy sport, Dan.
Barber gets a swing, blocked.
Go right back.
Wirch has to try a little tip shot. Stafford gets a swing, blocked by
Look at all these
Vandenberg.
touches, though, by on the blockers from Marquette.
Barber gets blocked. Marika Vandermark has been an animal at the net.
She's
Man.
everywhere. That's her. That's her what? 4th or 5th block there.
Stafford has 5 blocks.
Wow. Hey, it's just a brick wall up there.
Make that 6. That was also her. She has 6.
Yeah.
Vandermark has 4.
And you know why they're able to do it? Because they are connected at the hip. When you start to get that little separation, the hitter can find the little hole in your block there, but they are right on top of each other.
Barber gets a swing, tipped. Lock and set.
Nice
Kanavanov,
job.
great dig.
Look at that.
Wirch back row.
You know where Marquette's really struggling, and it's not easy to do, obviously, but their coverage on a block or an attack has really hurt them. You see a lot of those balls falling right around the net. You got to they're going to have to start pressing a little, get a little closer to the net, really try to get some of those, out of rhythm balls up, because they've lost a few points here in the last, 10, 15 minutes of this set on plays like that.
And it's not like Baylor has been sending a lot to the back corners or
Right.
anything like that. So it doesn't hurt you that much if you do press up, because it's not like they've been beating you the other way.
Correct. And, you're putting yourself in a dangerous spot when you leave open, the back corners, but you got to make some adjustments here because it's 19-16. This is a big time here for the Golden Eagles. And, Dan, we haven't talked about it, but could be a little bit of fatigue going on today, too. I mean, Marquette played just yesterday, and like we said, it was only a 3-set sweep, but, I mean, you're out there, you're taking reps, you're swinging, your arm gets a little tired, your legs get a little mushy, a little slow. So, that could definitely be playing a part in Marquette's struggles today as well.
And Baylor did not have to play yesterday.
They didn't.
It's that simple.
They even got to practice here on this court. You don't really get to see that often. The whole team was in the crowd scouting yesterday. It's like a high school Saturday tournament. Brings me back to those days where you're sitting in the stands for 4 hours watching volleyball as well. So, that's an advantage for the visiting team for sure.
Back when you were a star player at Homewood Flossmoor.
That's right, Dan. Star, emphasis thing. A little,
Libero, setter.
Boom.
Oh,
look at
man.
that. I couldn't do that. I could not hit the ball like Allie Barber hits the ball. If I could, Dan, I'd be playing somewhere right now. Instead, I'm sitting next to you. Nowhere else I'd rather be.
Oh, Shane, you're too kind to me.
He doesn't usually say that, folks. All right, let's go. It's a tight set. That's a bomb of a serve. Nice from the freshman.
Presley gets a swing. Touch.
Nah.
Marquette can't handle it.
No.
Presley just brings too much heat.
Their blocking has to be better on this right side of Marquette, opposing Presley, because she is just teeing off.
Marquette's never been a big blocking team.
No, and when you lose Jenna Rosenthal, who was, night and day their best blocker last few years. She's got the school record, right, Rosenthal?
I believe
for
so.
blocks. She set that last year. So that's a big loss. It is. But that doesn't mean you can't continue to improve. Orf's got to be better, as well as whoever's on this right side. I mean, Speckman's a short setter, so when she's up in the front row, I mean, it's a tough task.
Wirch is able to tip one into the open floor.
There's my shot right there. That's in. That is
Vandenberg.
a great angle from Vandenberg.
Put one right along the line. 2019, Baylor takes their first time out of the match.
Starting to feel a little pressure here. Crowd's starting to wake up a little bit. Vandenberg been impressive so far from Little Chute, Wisconsin. You ever been to Little Chute, Dan?
Shane, I have not been most places in Wisconsin.
How about Big Chute?
No.
No?
No, never made that trip. That was good. That was really good.
Yeah, try. Keep it loose, huh?
Have to. So Marquette trails 2019, down 1-0. They've gained a little more momentum.
Yeah,
here.
I mean, they're starting to wake up. I mean, let's go. You're number 11, soon to be top 10 team when the polls come out. You want to lock in that top 10 ranking, you're going to have to fight back in this one. So they're doing a good job. They're responding well. But, hey, this isn't over yet. They're still down. They're on serve, and they got to come out here firing because Baylor will switch the script just like that. Presley gets set up, and boom, side out. So, you know, this is a crucial stretch.
I got a question for you, Shane.
Dan, let it rip.
So if Marquette or Baylor loses today, they're pretty much guaranteed. I mean, if they didn't play this game, they would be in the top 10. Almost guaranteed. But whichever team loses, do they still move up from their original ranking?
Yeah, well, I mean, they both have a win over the number 4 team in the country, which maybe that ranking was a little too generous. Right at you, Dan. Good catch. Always awake. As I was saying, they both have a win against the maybe too generous ranking of a number 4 for Wisconsin, so that's going to for sure help the ranking. And they both had some really tough schedules so far. We talked about Baylor. I mean, they've played a few ranked teams already. They're looking for their first 5-0 start. And Coach McGuire's tenure here would be their 9th overall in program history.
Marquette takes the lead. Barber got a set from Elizabeth Orff there.
And look, they got their first lead right now in this set. Or at least, you know, in these crucial times. Good serve.
Presley got another big swing. Put one off the block again. 21 all.
Tell you what, Dan, something to keep an eye on. It looks like it's going to happen, too. That was Presley's 9th. She came in needing 12 kills for 1,000 on the career, so only 3 more to go, and Yassiana Presley will have an illustrious 1,000 kills in her Baylor career.
McGee gets stuffed.
Here's Moana.
Konavadov got it up, but couldn't control it.
Huge 2-point swing right there for the Bears.
Wirch gets it up. Speckman back to Wirch. Lands it.
How impressive has Hope Wirch been?
Whew. She's been critical. 6 kills, or 7 after that one. She's hitting .308.
Yeah, only 3 errors, too. And she's definitely had the best looks, too. I love it when she comes out of that back row. I mean, that's a really top-notch play. Look at that ace, huh?
Sarah Rose. 23-22, Marquette leads.
Absolute worst time to have an error on a serve as Baylor calls timeout.
23-22, the Golden Eagles have the advantage. But Shane, one thing to keep in mind, this is Rose and Kuhn's turn on the floor. Barber and Speckman are not on.
But guess what? You got to just let it go. You're 2 points away from evening it up. You feel good. And then, you know what? First the 2 sets win after that. So take a deep breath. You know you're not, no Barber out there, but just do your job, and, you're just 2 points away.
23-22. As Shane mentioned, 2 points from set point. Knotting it up at 1. Barber, the only one in double digits for either team with 11. Presley has 9.
It's a quiet 11.
It really is, especially because she has 7 errors.
She hasn't had any of those big-time pound the ball, clean, no touch,
A decent amount of them in this set, at least, have been just pushing one off the block.
Yeah, which is okay, though. I mean, a point's
Marquette
a point.
Will definitely take that.
So here we go. Sarah Rose, great serve her last time. Maybe she tries to stay aggressive here. The last thing you can have is a service error.
Rose serves.
Goes right back to the libero.
Wolf, Locken, Presley. That one looked close.
Woo-hoo! Coming out of the back row, I mean, it's like a cannon just shooting out, man. Wow.
She has
so impressive.
Much power.
All right, it's 23 all here. This is the biggest point of the game so far. Roll shot, got to use it.
Kuntz puts one up.
That's
good dig.
Nice. Oh, that could
Alana
have been a double.
swings. Wirch off the block and lands it in. Set point Marquette.
That is a monster swing from Hope Wirch. It was not a good set at all from Rose. And now the ball on Wirch's hands here to serve. Set point. Crowd on their feet. This is huge.
Oh boy. Hope Wirch back to serve.
You gotta calm down now if you're Hope. What a serve.
Presley gets the point.
She's just too good, Dan. They're out of rhythm. She is playing right back right now and just smoked the ball down the line.
I don't think she's ever out of rhythm.
On set point. I mean, that's not a tough shot to hit at all.
Rose.
Nice.
Sets up Jones.
Whoa.
Back to set point.
There's a hammer. Gwen Jones. She's been great today. A little energy too, you know? I mean, she's got some bounce. Here's Kanavadov. Low set.
Oh, Stafford barely found the gap on the floor.
I mean, she went so quick. That set was so low, she just like punched it over.
Man.
Perfect landing spot too.
Yeah. I don't know how she found that one.
Dan, last time these two played last year, Baylor won that first set 33-31. Baylor took that first set.
Wow.
Could see another long one right here. Wirch. Oh, that's a great spot from Stafford.
Oh, man. How did she find that?
I mean, that's just crafty. That's experience. And honestly, that's just great IQ.
26-25, Baylor leads. Marquette takes a timeout. For any of those unfamiliar with volleyball rules, it's first to 25, but you have to win by 2.
So flip the script. Baylor's got set point now. Marquette had 2 of them to try to put this one away.
And Stafford beat them both times.
Yeah, she's really impressive. I mean, her and Presley are just lights out right now. 1 error and 20 kills between the 2 of them.
9 kills for Stafford, 6 blocks. And she's hitting .571.
Yeah.
And we're in the second set.
Yeah, that's, you know, she was Big 12 first team last year, all-region team, all-American second team. The only player in Baylor history to earn the second team All-America. Just outstanding player. You know, sometimes might get overlooked from Presley's big flashy hits, but Stafford does not make mistakes.
So Marquette returning to the floor. 26-25, they're down.
No Barber, no Speckman for Marquette. They have gotten caught too many times in these first 2 sets with those guys out. So,
Orff, Rose, Kuntz, Vandenberg, Wirch, Kanavadov.
And they go to Kuntz.
She gets blocked. Presley, once again, gets a point for Baylor. And Baylor's up 2-0.
Wow. Wow. Perfect pass, perfect set. Kind of surprising of a decision to go to Kuntz on the right side. But, you know, when you don't have Barber out there, you kind of have some limited options. That one smacked right back at her, and another block. That's been the storyline all day. A ton of blocks for Baylor. I mean, they've been everywhere.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break here on Marquette Radio. But when we come back, we will have the third set of action between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Baylor Bears. So make sure to stay tuned. Welcome back to the Al McGuire Center. I'm Dan Avington alongside Shane Hogan. Between the Marquette Golden Eagles and the Baylor Bears. Currently, Marquette trails 2-0. Baylor won the first set 25-14, then the second 27-25. Shane, it has not been the Marquette team that we've grown accustomed to seeing.
No, Dan, it hasn't. They've been really out of rhythm for most of this match. And, you know, they looked really good yesterday against Syracuse. They played clean. They played confident. Today, they've just, you know, haven't been able to respond to what Baylor brought early that first set. Presley, Stafford, the blocking, the defense from Baylor has all been exceptional. It's time to absolutely dig deep. If you're Marquette, they've already come back down 2 sets to love against Wisconsin earlier this year, so no reason they can't do it again. But you know what? It's got to be done. They got to get big number 10 on a roll. Allie Barber's got to get going. Their defense needs to clean up a little bit. And they got a shot. But you know what? You got to start with this one. Can't worry about the next set or the fifth. You got to come get this third one before it's too late.
Bramschreiber serves. Vandenberg, Speckman, Barber, dug out.
She doesn't have that same oomph on her swings that she normally does today. So we talked about it earlier, maybe a little fatigue from playing yesterday. It's tough to play back-to-back.
Vandermark got the kill. Baylor up 1-0. Barber tried to put one off the blockers.
How about the fact that KJ Lyons not out there to start the third set? It's been Vandenberg, who's been a little bit more consistent. Lyons has not been able to complete a kill.
She was the MVP of the BYU Invitational.
She's 0 for 8 with 6 errors today. Not an easy game.
Presley got blocked. Lock in. Stafford. That was lucky.
I mean, but when, you know, your libero and setter are both back on their heels like that, you drop it right in the middle of the court. No one's there. I mean, that's textbook. So, got to be a little more engaged on defense. There it is.
Good up, though, by Baylor. Barber gets another swing. Wolf pulls it back up.
Wolf's got her number down there.
Barber gets the block. Marquette gets their first point of the third set. I wonder if we're going to see lines at all in this third set.
Just not looking like herself. Again, her first year here at Marquette just has been a great addition. But today has really been not been her day.
Speckman couldn't handle it on the kill right there. 4-1. Marquette needs a comeback.
Can't let this get out of hand too early or else it's going to be over.
Barber again, somehow Stafford keeps it up.
I mean, that's a middle. Getting that ball up, that's really some good stuff right there from Stafford. Defending Barber.
Wirtz misses the court. 5-1.
Yeah, Dan, this might get out of hand a little quick here.
It's getting ugly.
They gotta put a ball down.
Wirtz tries to find the middle, but it's brought back up by Baylor.
Got to use this free ball. Oh.
Orff didn't get all of it, but another one.
There it is.
Barber gets one in.
Looked like the ref near us called it out, but that was in by about a foot, so.
Interesting.
Good word. Here we go, Orff.
Low serve. Locken sets up Stafford, and she puts one right into the blockers, but it gets down. 6-2.
Yeah, this is
not ideal.
No, I mean, they're just kind of losing all their confidence that they had coming into this match. And you know, credit to Baylor. They're playing great. That serve would have went out there. Barber's got to cover her own. Oh, Konavidov smacked the floor right there.
That one hurt.
Oh my. I mean, she plays 140% every single point, throws her body everywhere. Really an outstanding libero, but man, she smacked her face trying to cover that block there. Getting some work done with the trainer, making sure that nose is where it's supposed to be.
She just barely missed the ball.
Yeah.
Almost had it. And her body was contorted in such a way that her face was the first thing to hit the ground.
Yeah. She looks like she's all right, though. Wow. That'll wake you up.
Yeah. As if she wasn't woken up already.
How about this crowd, though? Where's that lacrosse team? Where's the energy?
Half of them have left.
Come on, guys.
Crowd just not into it.
No, they're not. They are not at all. You know what'll get them into it? A nice big long rally, couple big digs by Konavidov, and then Barber hitting one off someone, lights out. But yeah, you're right, Dan. So far, no energy in the Al.
Nothing.
At least no one wearing blue and gold. Those people in green down there. Whew. Baylor came to play today.
Some fans made the trip from Waco, Texas.
Some dedication.
Up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
That is some dedication.
And they're seeing a show.
Weird serve-receive formation here for Marquette. Trying to hide Vandenberg behind Wirch and Konavidov. Got it. Oh, thought Martha got that one up. Good try.
Almost got the pancake. 8-2. Both teams fighting to stay undefeated.
Marquette's best start since 92, Dan.
Wow.
92. 5-0. Trying to go 6-0 for the first time. Nice up there.
Presley got the block.
I mean, that's one-on-one. A slide up to the right pin. A great opportunity for a middle. One-on-one there. And Presley ate it up. I mean, that is outstanding.
She jumps so high.
I mean, Jones has got a few inches on her too, but throw that out the window. 9-2, and this one is really starting to slip away from the Golden Eagles. Tell you what, Wolf has done a heck of a job at libero for Baylor. She has gotten a lot of Barber's balls up.
Konavidov gets it up.
Careful, careful.
Barber almost ran into the seats.
Front row got a little dangerous there.
A little bit.
Popcorn would have went everywhere.
10-2.
Yeah, this looks like the first set again, where Baylor came out just on fire. I mean, Barber can't put one down. They are all over her.
Wolf got the dig, but her teammates couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
So Marquette gets the ball back, gets serve. And Shane, in case you were wondering, the Eagles have taken the lead in their game.
So we do still care about football today.
I mean, my team's playing.
Well, hope it's better luck than what happened Thursday night, Dan. Nice up there from Konavidov.
Free ball.
Don't love that.
Lock-in finds the floor.
Sneaky. That is a sneaky little two-hand dump.
Man, this is just not good for the Golden Eagles.
Nah, Dan, this one looks all but over. Unfortunately, I mean, this was a huge opportunity for them I'd like to see Hope Wirch hit a pipe every other ball. It's been their best weapon today. She has been their best hitter.
And she is hyped up,
Yeah,
especially
I mean,
after that point.
She should be. Good serve.
Konovatov to Vandenberg.
Nice swing.
Wolf got her hands on it, but couldn't control it. Wirch back to serve again. This could be a big swing.
Got to get a few points in a row here.
Need it. Absolutely a need. Wirch.
Starts with a good serve there. 2 in a row from Wirch.
Blocked by Ellie Kuntz and Gwen Jones.
Yeah, that's it. That's well done. Can't believe I'm going to say it, but this second rotation up there has had a lot more energy, at least, than Barber, Lines. You know, I mean, they're playing hard right now.
Oh, my Lord. Presley came from the back line.
I wish you viewers out there, listeners, could see this girl take a swing.
Oh, my God,
I mean, that was from the back row. Dan, she was on a trampoline.
She just
Someone go find the
takes
trampoline
off.
that she just jumped off of. My goodness.
I don't know how she hasn't been a first-team All-American.
I think she could dunk a basketball.
Literally.
My gosh, she is just, those legs are rubber bands. Yeah, I like Jones, man. That is a great play. That's a great swing from Marquette's middle there.
12-7.
Come on, you're 5 points down. You have got to dig. You have got to dig if you're Marquette. Got to play clean.
Stafford.
Good up there from Rose.
Kuntz. Bit of an awkward hit. Vandenberg.
Oh, yeah, you got to use that. Bad decision there. Here comes a free. You got to use it.
Wirch. Rose. Vandenberg.
Boom.
Man.
That's what you do with the free ball, Dan. You use it. You absolutely got to use it. Vandenberg.
Talk about getting one down.
She says, it's all right. I'll pick you up, KJ Lyons. Don't worry about it. That's huge. 4 points here. Still up. Konovatov, man. She's electric.
Oh. That was originally Rose. Rose had one coming directly at her face. Got her hands up in front of it. Konovatov got one hand, punched it over.
She's famous for those one arm, just like
I don't know how she's able to control that ball.
It's like a clothesline.
13-8, but Marquette has a little bit of life.
Yeah, they've got some energy. Let's go. Oh, yeah, go back to her.
Milana
good
out.
choice there from Konovatov. Here comes Barber and Speckman. I've said it about 4 times when they come in the game, and they got to do it now.
They really do.
Let's go.
It's go time.
It is. It is.
Speckman to serve.
Good serve.
Stafford.
Get on the net. You got to get on the net. Press those hands over. Too many times those balls are falling over on the wrong side of the net if you're Marquette.
When you got 2 blockers up there and
Gotta
you get
press.
your hands on it, that's got to be a point. Got to be a point.
Thumbs up, extend. Bob St. Ledger would be proud of me if he heard me saying that right now. All right, service error.
Got to capitalize now.
Yes,
if you're
sir.
Marquette.
Yes, sir. You're 4 points away from leveling it here in the 3rd set. Still got a lot of work to do, but there's some life.
Good serve from Vandenberg. Presley.
Oh, look at the up.
Hannah Vandenberg. But Presley met Wirch at the net.
Yeah, that's tough to defend. You know, great up there from Vandenberg, but unfortunately just went right over the net where Presley was just praying.
15-10.
P-R-E-Y.
Oh.
Pray.
Not A-Y?
Not A-Y.
All right. Presley, a bit of an awkward.
Good defense. Oh,
Orff did not get that enough at all.
there we go. All right, let's use this one. Good swing there from Wirch.
Great up from Baylor, though.
I mean, their defense is outstanding, really. Everyone plays a great defensive position. Refuse to let the ball go down. It's up. Oh, good try. It's just, I mean, not going Marquette's way. They're playing with great effort, but I can't tell you. I mean, Shelly Stafford might be one of the most complete volleyball players I've ever seen. She's lights out at middle, blocking everything. She's taking second balls with her hands. Usually you kind of don't want to look when a middle goes up with her hands taking a second ball, set someone up, because you never know how it's going to come down. But, I mean, she is just really a really well-rounded volleyball player. She's doing it all.
And she's serving.
And she's serving, Dan. Good
Wirch.
choice there from Wirch. Good choice.
It looked like she was about to go up and smack one with her wrist, but instead she put one off the block.
Again, like we said earlier, Dan, Baylor does better when they're expecting a big swing. You tip, you roll, you swipe, do whatever you got to do. Get them out of their rhythm.
Oh, Presley. How do you stop that?
You might have to send 3 blockers, which is very hard to pull off. Whoever's out on this outside to get out there, I mean, you know, you got to cheat to the middle. It's not easy to do. But, I mean, she's single-handedly going to end this match if you don't do something.
17-11.
Good choice there from Speckman to go to Wirch.
Presley.
Nice job.
Barber got her hands on it.
It's well done from Barber.
Shesso gets it up. Barber, big swing.
Wolf is all over her. Here we go.
Speckman. Barber again.
It was low.
Wolf got it once more. Presley couldn't find the floor. Kanavidov over to Wirch. Out.
Oh, really good try there from Marquette. Had a few opportunities to end the point. But again, Tara Wolf, the senior libero, man. She is just calm and steady back there at a whopping 5-5.
Tice is challenging.
Looking for a touch.
Yep. Can't hurt. This late in the game.
No, I mean, you got to do anything you can. And if anything, slows down the momentum a little bit, it's basically a free timeout that you get out of this too, so try to talk to the team a little bit.
18-11, Marquette trails, pending review of this play. Stats update, Presley with 16 kills, 7 digs, 4 blocks. She's hitting 400. Stafford, 13 kills, 8 blocks, hitting 571.
Really impressed. Really impressed. I mean, probably one of the better volleyball players I've seen with my own 2 very shaky eyes.
Shane, a big number of this game, 14.5 blocks for the Baylor Bears.
I mean, you can tell they've been everywhere.
Point is overturned.
That's big.
That'll be Marquette point, 17-12.
Let's see what they're made of here, Dan. Is this going to be the best team in program history? Can they come back, get this 3rd set, and try to fight off an outstanding Baylor team? Or we'll see.
Lines is back in, Shane.
Well, that's definitely putting some confidence into Tice's newest addition. But man, hopefully she is just kind of forgotten about everything that's happened today, because she's got to come out and make a big play for him.
Presley, once again, a big swing. Shesso got a hand on it, but couldn't get it up all the way.
That's just tough. I mean, not much you can do. Here's Presley's in the back row now, though.
We've seen her still be dangerous from there,
I mean,
Shane.
she's going to come from that 10-foot line and jump over the net.
She rifles that ball from
it's fun to watch.
So far back. Gwen Jones on the slide.
Man. It's impressive. I mean, when she goes and attacks, she hits it clean every time. I mean, that is some serious MPH on that volleyball.
I'd love to have a radar gun out here today, Shane.
Yeah?
See how
See if your four-seamer still got something on it. A little late life. There she is.
Oh, my Lord.
Right in the gut of Hope Wirch Presley.
What could Wirch do?
Turn around and let it hit her in the butt. Probably feel a little better because that just ate her up.
That one hurts.
My goodness. I mean,
there's no counter. If you don't have a blocker up there, getting a piece of it, Marquette has no chance.
Great up by Wirch. They got to fight right now. It's going to be over.
Jones got blocked.
Get up.
Milana gets blocked. Oh,
now
my bad. Wrong side.
You're all right,
Wrong
Dan.
side.
But I mean, that's truly that, and the blocking from Baylor has been the storyline. They gotta press on that net. A few too many times today, that ball is ending up right on the feet of the Golden Eagle blockers.
Tice wants a timeout.
Yeah,
20-13.
This is your last hope here if you're the Golden Eagles and Coach Ryan Tice. I mean, if there's anything left in this team, they gotta do it after this timeout.
So it's 20-13. Marquette trails. Presley up to 18 kills, 13 for Stafford. For Marquette, it's been a much different story than usual. Barber has 12. Wirch has 11. Quinn Jones has 8. Vandenberg has 6. Kuntz has 2. Orff has 1.
They just came out flat today, Dan. I mean, really good win against Syracuse yesterday. Team was feeling good. Backed up a nice win against Wisconsin. That game yesterday could have been a trap game looking ahead to this one. So that was a good win. They were feeling good. And, they just came out today and they got absolutely nothing from KJ Lyons.
Yep.
Didn't get as much from Barber. She's got 12 kills, but 9 errors.
She's hitting 73.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's unacceptable. And their defense has been hit or miss. So, just a little flat. I'm sure playing back-to-back days is taking a toll on the Golden Eagles. Man, that is blasted music through the PA here in the Al.
And taking on Yossiana Presley certainly was not helpful for Marquette.
No. And Stafford, who is just outstanding.
Vandenberg slams one down.
Tell you what, she's been a bright spot today.
She certainly has.
The freshman getting some tick. All right, you got to push now. Forget about the score. You got to just go play your best volleyball you got.
Rose sets up Vandenberg.
Good
blocked. Konovatov was there.
Oh, that's a veteran move from Locken there. Another dump.
She has done that, I think, 4 times.
The one-handed spike dump is something, but when you can go with the 2 up like you're setting and then just flick it over, it is unbeatable. Truly. There it is.
Vandenberg split the block. An underrated player on this Baylor team, Marika Vandermark.
I mean, she
is at the net every single time.
And she is there. You can tell she is their, energy source.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
She is fired up. Oh, Speckman. Can't have that happen.
Long and wide. 22-15.
I mean, that's just unacceptable. Can't have a missed serve there. That hurts.
That was the first service error for the Golden Eagles since the first set.
Orff had one.
In the first set.
Yeah.
Konovatov, Speckman, Barber.
She had the hole, too, in the block, but hit it right at the middle back.
Konovatov sets up Vandenberg, and she finds the back corner.
Well, if there's, you take nothing else away from this performance, Coach Tice has found something in number 2. Vandenberg, I mean, man, she's looked good. They need that other weapon on the pin, and she's provided a little spark. Oh, look at the effort from Kavadoff, man. I mean, she hit that flying away with her wrist. I mean, the back of her wrist. That is really, really a great effort. But
not only Kavadoff, but the 4 players that tried to get to the ball after.
You got to follow. You got to follow.
It was just too far out of
Presley just hits the ball too hard. Once it hits you, it's going to fly off you.
23-16. Marquette 2 points away from being swept.
First loss of the season is approaching.
And it's an ugly one.
Yep.
Certainly not what you want as you head into another big weekend, as Elizabeth Orff finally able to get one down. But talking about next weekend for the Golden Eagles, they have Illinois and Illinois State. Illinois was the number 3 seed last year in the NCAA tournament.
Always good. Oh, that's in. That's a good ace.
Orff with an ace.
Illinois beat Marquette in the tournament last year?
Yep. At Illinois. Pretty much annihilated Marquette in that game, Shane.
Yeah, they're always good. They have always been a good program down there in Champaign.
And Illinois State was a great team as well last year.
Yep, up in Normal.
So Orff got the ace on the first one, then an error on the next.
Yeah,
so
I don't know about her serving moving forward.
No, me neither.
A little questionable. All right. Got a match point right here.
I guess that means Gwyn Jones is not exactly the best server either.
Well, no. Middle's not known for that.
24-18. Baylor going for the sweep. Kavadoff. Speckman going back to Barber. It's put up. Presley for the win.
Oh, no. It ends on a net violation.
And the Marquette Golden Eagles have their first loss of the season at the hands of the Baylor Bears.
Dan, Baylor came in here confident, just like Marquette, but threw haymakers from the first serve. I mean, they came out and just started swinging away. When you've got Yassiana Presley and Shelly Stafford on the same team, in the same rotation, I mean, that's truly undeniable, and they showed it today. They are 2 of the best players in this country, no doubt.
Presley ended up with 20 kills and hit .444.
No errors. 20 kills and 0 errors, Dan. That is outstanding. 45 attempts, goodness.
A nice little show of sportsmanship here.
Yeah.
Both teams joining hands and I'm assuming praying together or
little
something?
after-match prayer. Nice touch.
Very nice to see it.
Yeah.
Shane, any main takeaways from today's game?
Well, I'm really going to bank on the fact that Marquette was just a little fatigued today, Dan. You know, they were real excited coming into this game. They were hyped up yesterday when we talked to the team post-game. But, you know, they just came out flat. They couldn't really get back after that first set domination. Second set was a little better. They had some energy, still lost it. Kind of heartbreaking. They had some set points to try to even it up. When you don't convert on a set point, you lose some hope. And then third set, they just got smoked. So, you know, they're going to have a few off days from match play, which will be good for the team. But, you know, they're going to really need to bounce back because that one hurts. That one hurts. Right on the chin, they took that one.
Well, that's going to do it for us here from the Al McGuire Center. We want to thank John Liuzzi, our producer, back in the studio. He'll have your post-game show in just a few moments. But, Shane, any final words before we send this one?
You gotta wipe this one away, let it go, and hope for some better results next weekend. Another big weekend for the Golden Eagles.
All right, well, that'll do it for Shane Hogan and I here from the Al McGuire Center. Your final score, Marquette 0, Baylor 3. So once again, I'm Dan Abington. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great night.